Hey guys, my name is Marcel Irnie, Canadian pro superbike racer, and I'm in San Francisco. And here's Neo, my 2015 BMW, and we're going to build him for racing, and I'm going to take you through all the parts we're putting on. And this is Morpheus, his friend, and we're going to put some parts on Morpheus as well to get him ready for track days. It'll be more like a track day bike. Race bike, track day bike. So let's begin. Moto time. So, first thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to put on some Yoyodyne chain adjusters. That way I can get the bikes both on stands, and we'll be using the GP stands. So, instead of using the spools on the bike, you actually use the spool on the stand, then hook into these. So it's the reverse. You don't break spools off crashing, just much quicker to pick up. I find it's just much better. And then of course the chain adjuster just makes life real easy as well for adjusting your chain, different sprockets. Alright, let's begin. The way I remove the wheel is I actually have the axle reverse. I like to pull it out with my left hand. I come around the corner, pull it out, drop it down, put it into the sleeve. I'm going to remove the chain, get it out of the way, and then hold on to your quick drive because it'll drop under your wheel and scratch it. And the wheel is off. And there's the chain adjuster from Yoyodyne. And I gotta do the other side now. Spread the pads. And this thing's always gonna fall out, the spacer, so it's just the annoying part of getting the wheel on. Chain's really loose. The advantage of these things is you just turn these knobs and it's gonna go click click, and as you can see the chain is tightening up. You pretty much set it exactly how you want it for feel, and then compare the millimeter numbers to the other side. Get your tension, and that's it. Axle in. Alright, voila. Okay, so Neo is now on the Yoyodyne with the Pitbull GP stands. So as you can see, you know, the GP stands on the bike, and you just have on the stand and just roll in, and pretty simple. Bike's easy to do, nice stuff. And so I gotta do this on Morpheus now, and so I'm gonna borrow these GBRacing. These are the opposite, the bobbins. We don't need these anymore on this race bike. The GBRacing bobbin on Morpheus, and get the stands on him as well. Notice they just slide in and it hooks in the back. So it's already it's totally like locks in there really well. And then we just throw a bolt on, and make sure you use Loctite. I'm using my Loctite here. Okay, so I'm removing the stock sprocket on both these bikes, and we're going to throw in some Mikey Moto. So I'm just got my Seattle tool, make life a little simple. I guess. Here's the HP wheels from Morpheus. With stock sprocket, I got the bolts out. You pull off the wheel speed sensor side, or the sensor, the pickup. Look at that, there's a heavy, and this is what we're replacing it with. Look at this. Oh yeah. As you can see, the weight difference is a lot. This thing's heavy, this thing's light. Now let's make sure we put it on the right direction. The sprocket side is that. It goes like this, kind of like if the points down. So we drop her into place, and then you put this over top, same order, and you know, then we have our bolts that go in, and that's it. And I'll put the bolts in, and I'm gonna use, of course, blue Loctite. Okay, so yeah, I'm putting the OEM bolts back in here on the Mikey Moto rotor. You know, make sure you don't cross thread anything, and get them all in there. And they won't take too much torque. So yeah. I got my AMSOIL racing grease, and everyone should be doing this and re-greasing from the OEM. They just don't put enough grease in. And the grease is going to capture all the elements and hold the water out. And of course, you do this specifically because you want to get synthetic grease. The AMSOIL is synthetic grease. No other company is making synthetic grease that I even know of. And the advantages are the same as your motor oil with the grease. 10 times reduced wear. It doesn't freeze ever in any negative temperatures. And it doesn't wash out. It's got better washout, better cling. So when you just fill that entire galley up in there, and then of course this is, you know, clean off the old stuff, and that goes in there. Nice. And then we flip it over. Do the other side. Kind of get it into that hook. You can see what I'm doing. You're going to get it right into the seal. It has a nice little gap to store the grease. Right there. I pulled the chain around the Yoyodyne. Hook's on. I'm putting the wheel in sideways around the caliper, not to scratch the actual wheel. Now it's in the place. Now we throw the chain on the sprocket. Chain is on. Okay. Brake pads are already split. Hopefully the spacers don't fall out. It's getting hot out here in San Francisco. Duncan is behind the camera. And so we're going to change to the Accosato Gas Cap. It's right here. And it's just really nice. I really like the Accosato Gas Caps. They're my favorite. And so it has a 25 torque. So you pretty much come over here, Duncan. It's 25 torques. Now we don't want to drop any of the bolts down the tank. So what I'm going to do is do like some sort of safety thing. I need something to just shove in there actually. So yeah, so I use a paper towel to shove down the hole because I don't want to drop these. I've had something drop down there before and it's a disaster because then you got to remove the tank, remove the fuel pump, and you're super angry because you just created all this extra work for you when all you wanted to do was change the gas cap. We're gonna take the tank off anyways now after this and we're gonna do the Samco hoses next. That means we gotta drop the coolant and all that stuff and redo that, which is gonna suck. Pull the paper towel out. Collar comes off. Simple. It's got this seal here. Should always clean as you go. So it just fits right like that. What you do is separate the top. Oh, this is different than the one I wanted. It's not a quick release, it's a turn release. That's okay. So I'm putting just a little bit of Loctite. Why not? I don't think I'm ever going to change this out for a long time. And get her going there. Got the Accosato Gas Cap, as you can see. Just you turn it, and I thought I was getting the quick release one, but it's okay. It's just you got to turn it it might take a second longer. Let's see. Ready? So you're on the gun. Bah, bah, bah. Go, go, go! Ah, I can't get it. Ah, cross their heads. What's the fastest way? Like that. And then, okay, gas cap, ready to go. Let me Instagram. Cut. I am removing these plastic pieces. We're gonna change the subframe next. I think that'll be fun. So, you know, got cut a lot of zip ties, remove all this stuff, battery out. I'm gonna take the gas tank off right now anyways, because then we're gonna do the silicone hoses. And so yeah, this heavy stock subframe and battery, we're gonna put the Shoari in there, so stay tuned. Just simply show you now that I'm Duncan filming is the gas tank. Remove the side bolts, remove the back, lift straight up. You can see it just hovers there, but it's connected. So what I do is I just kind of move it and sit and rest it, like on there. And then fuel line. You want to come in closer here? Plug in. The fuel line is a button. You just push it with your thumb, boom, pops out. I guess I should have ran the bike dry too. I could have done that. And then you got these two things. The easiest way to get them out, if you have trouble, get a little flat blade and just put them in and just turn a little. Just turn it. I don't know if you're getting any of that. And that's it. So then they come out like nothing. And the tank is set. Now, do not set the tank flat on the ground because this tab sticks out. So when you set it down, you're going to set it like this on the table. Taking out the subframe bolts, one of them is really hard to reach, so you got to make sure you got your Seattle tools. And
copy. I'll trade you for the check.
Rip it out. Got the nut. And as you can see, there's loose. I had a hard time taking the plastic clip out right here, you know. So now gotta figure out how to separate all this stuff. Pretty much gonna take the plastic bolts out and separate the plastic. The battery I remove, we'll put a Shoari in there later. And as I'm jamming to my phone music, I was able to loosen all the plastics, pull the stock subframe out, and here I got a Motoholders distributed by Yoyodyne in North America. You know, it's just nice, lightweight, and at the same time I'm removing this brake bracket right here. I don't know if you can see this, Duncan, see that? Mm. And it's just extra weight, and why do I need this freaking bracket? Ah! And they make it so tight. Man, that is ridiculous. Okay, I gotta get a better tool. I gotta get what is cracking? Just problems as you go. It's coming out, but it's got some serious Loctite issue in there. You hear that going snap? It's the Loctite. Ridiculous. That was ridiculous. That was some serious Loctite. I got so much on this one little bolt. Anyways, there. Just remove that. Here's a couple ounces. I wish we should have an ounce scale. Don't you guys have one? We got the Motoholders subframe from Yoyodyne. Now just bolting it back on. Just kind of pull the plastic stuff out of the way and get her on. So yeah, it'll make it lighter, and if it bends, you can bend it back hopefully, as opposed to just breaking. Okay, cut. What do we have here? We got some boxes. Ah, yes. We got a couple Shoari lightweight batteries. Oh, you can't do that with lead acid. So this is the LFX 19A4. This is their actual street model one. They wanted me to show you what you would actually put in your bike for the street as opposed to racing. For racing, we might even use a smaller one, but it doesn't weigh anything. So the box comes with a whole bunch of padding stickers, you know, and you can use the padding to insulate the battery if it's too small or too big, and that's it. It's nothing. This thing weighs nothing. And we're gonna put that in Neo and in Morpheus. Okay, follow me over here. And so this is the OEM battery box. And it has a good fit actually right at the back. It's a positive, negative. Right there. We got our battery, which feels like it's missing the actual contents of it. And there's a little bit of give in the battery box. So what I'm going to do is took the supplied stuff and cut it to shape for my battery box. I'm going to just boot on the battery, and now the battery has it. And now it should be a perfect fit I was looking for. My power commander. There. And so that's it. Now bolt it up. Well, obviously there's no fuel tank, but I can still show you the starter. That's just fuel in the lines. So obviously it starts, you know, real fast, real quick. And yeah, you know, it fit with the stock cables and use a little foam, and that's it. Okay, next going on Neo, we got some Samco hoses. And so obviously the stock one, we're replacing this one right here. And we got one right here. So all I'm gonna do is remove the hose clamps and lose a bunch of fluid, but maybe not all the fluid because it'll be in the channels. And then we're gonna put some RadGuards on and steering stabilizer and keep going. And there's Morpheus. Brap. Start with this hose. I'm gonna remove it with my Seattle tool here. Just press it, slide it back. Because I used AMSOIL silicone spray before, it comes off nicely. And we're going to have a bunch of fluid that's going to come out. And this is AMSOIL's coolant boost. And now I didn't take this side off, so it's going to be, doesn't want to go anywhere, right? They're hard to get the hoses off, they get stuck on. So I'm just taking a flat blade screwdriver, lifting up the lid, and then just throwing a little AMSOIL metal protector this time to try to help it. Ah, the silicone spray was better. I should have brought some silicone spray with me. There we go. And this is coming off the water pump. So that's your stock rubber. And we're going to replace that with some beautiful silicone. That. There you go. Perfect shape. This is going to dissipate heat a lot better. It's stronger. It's going to last like 10 years plus. The stock stuff will soften. Rubber is dangerous. So I got the clamps that I bought. They come with the kit, or you order them separately. And so I got it situated. And I'm just going to roll this on here. And do the clamp right there. Pull the bottom on. And that's it. Each socket or a flat blade. Make sure you do this. This is critical. Don't leave these loose. Forget to tighten them. Here's the thermostat under the gas tank. So gas tank off, and I remove the spring clip already, and then just wiggle it off, and there you go. Remove the clip, and then you can pull it out the hole. There it is. Really nice stuff. High grip, stainless steel. Pretty much as far as it goes. I'm trying to do this left hand so you can see what I'm doing. I'm not left-handed. Ah! We also have the top one here. So what we're doing is we're going to feed. We ripped the old one off. You guys missed that, but that's okay. You guys can figure it out. So now we're going to just feed it back to where it went. I believe it went through here. There, so this goes right into there. There we go. This one goes right to there. Alright, so we got some Ohlins steering stabilizers here. Much more refined than the stock stuff. And we got two of them. We got one for Neo and one for Morpheus. So here's the stalker. So you're removing the pivot arm. And so he pops out of the hole there, and don't lose the nut. And then there's one in the bottom center. And these things are Loctited in there, so it takes a little bit of effort to get them off. And don't lose the order, because once we take it off, there'll be like some pieces that fall out. You gotta have a good tool. Stuff takes longer if you don't. Okay, so we pop it off. So what they did is they got just a little foam washer at the top with a little aluminum insert. This is a bolt you do not want to lose on track, which people do all the time. Loctite that up. We already got it all assembled as per Ohlins instructions. And they got a lock nut washer. And so once we tighten that all up, then we're going to adjust the left and the right. So we got the Ohlins installed on Neo right now. And so if I back them all the way off, 1, 2, there's 16. Okay, so there's nothing now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So right now, that feels really good. It's really smooth and consistent. And we go over to Morpheus here, and he's maxed out right now on the stock. You hear that? First of all, he's making a bunch of noise, like he doesn't like it. And it feels more like on and off. It doesn't feel like just smooth. It's like kunk, 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 kunk. And so he is maxed out right now. And now if I turn this guy up 3 more, 1, 2, 3, so that's 15, 16, 18. Because now it's just like, just buttery smooth and really stiff. Probably never go that hard though. 1, 2, 3, 4. So probably my best spot is around there. Anyways, yeah, there's definitely an improvement to the fine machining of the Ohlins compared to OEM. Well, it's getting late in the day 1, working in San Fran, and this is the stock fairing stay. Which, I just took off the stuff and it's right like that. It's pretty light. It's really a light piece. So I'm not actually getting any weight savings. What I am getting is a little bit. It's definitely a little lighter. You should have a gram scale. But this thing, it just bends. It's not going to crack and just break. These things will just break. You know, all the street riders know they just break. So this thing will bend, and you can bend it back. And let me put this on here. I took the rubber seal, the OEM one, so don't forget that. And then just slide her in there. And that's it. And we'll bolt it up. Okay, let's put this back on Neo. He needs a face. Yeah, he just squishes on, and then we need that one cotter pin. And the cotter pin's gonna go right there, yeah. That's it. And then he takes a couple plugs, and the other one, yeah. Okay, and those ones I gotta wire out of the way. So that's it. He's looking nice. He's got his nice silicone hoses. Oh, he's got his exhaust system from Hindle. He's got his Shoari battery. He's got his Motoholders subframe. Neo's kind of happy. He's got his Yoyodyne chain adjusters. I still got to put my Mikey Moto rear rotor on this. Well, I'm not going to put on the steel wheels though, right? I'm going to save it for the other one. He's got his GP fork cartridges, 25mm. We got left and right. There's compression and there's rebound. And let's make sure the dash works. Service already. June 2016. Yeah, right. Okay, notice I have just slick mode. If I press mode, there's no user mode anymore, right? It's gone now because there is no, what's the point of detuning the bike? Slick mode is slick, but you can put in slick and then detune throttle or detune traction control or ABS. And so right now ABS and that is fully off. So what you do is press this. Now that is flashing, and now that's flashing, and now, oh boy.